Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Draft Day Sports College Football 2023 with the Boston College Eagles. It's week 1 of year 2. We've got a lot of new players on our team. We finished with a top 10 recruiting class, and we're getting ready for week 1. I was thinking about actually playing the game. I think what I might do is just sim the game against Rutgers and then look at the highlights. So before we do that, though, have we done our recruiting? We have not. So linebacker, so our defensive line and linebacker are a big area of need. And then from there we just, we want to bring in as many talented players as we can. So defensive tackle and linebacker. So let's start right away with linebackers. And we were getting a lot of play in this 200 to 350 range, so I think we're going to jump right in. I like what I see from Moultrie. Yeah, we're just going to jump right in and see what we can do about recruiting and landing some of these people. So we're going to go right in and we're going to just start offering. We're going to go right in on some of these guys in that 200 to 300 range and see what we can do. Now, we don't have as much money for scouting because we put some money into the academic portion of things, so I don't want to dump it all into linebackers, but I think, maybe starting with 3 linebackers here. We have 3 outreach hours left. We'll invite him to a game, make a phone call here. Yes, we don't have a ton left in scouting. We will get this back every week, so it's not going to be. We'll get max scouting reports on these 3 guys, and we won't have to worry about it again going forward unless we want to get a different scouting report on them. But same deal here. Not a lot of defensive tackles, so I think we go right for the best. Let's just go after the 3 best defensive tackles, offer them all scholarships. We have 37, so 10, 20, 30. Oops. So let's go 9, 8. I want to get this to 15 so that I have enough to interview all 3 of them. Like that. And then we go interview. You got to keep working on those other positions, the skill type positions. So same deal though. We'll go right into kind of this 200 to 300 range. We still have $108,000 left to spend, and we've got scholarships, so we're going to go right in and offer them scholarships. Let's look at QBs. Looking for somebody who's, well, we don't have any of that information. I was going to say we're looking for somebody who's quick, but we don't have any of that information yet. That's okay. We can scout these 2 guys. Let's offer them both scholarships. Let's look at running backs. Yeah, I don't know about top 100, but I still feel pretty comfortable in this range, in that 200 to 300 range, given what we were able to do a year ago. Yeah, I love a good tight end. That's what she said. I know I'm childish. Let's see. 2 wide receivers, 2 rushers. So we need to look at running backs too. I think we just did that, right? Yeah, we just did that with running backs. We looked at running backs. We looked at wide receivers, defensive tackle, linebacker, offensive line. Could use some work. Let's start at guard because I know we got a couple of really good offensive linemen towards the end last year. So let's just go right after some of these guys, right? Let's see if we can get ourselves a top 10 or top 100 recruit right off the bat. All right. So that's that. Let's go to game 1 because we said everything last week, so we're ready to go. So we're just going to go ahead and sim it. And we lose. And you know what? Shoot. I wanted to hide the, where is it? I wanted to, is it, where's the set? Is it here? Nope. Where is the... Maybe it's under here. There's an option that lets you hide the scores, and I want to do that. Yeah, that one right there. Disabling hiding of scores. I wanted to hide the scores and then go in and look at the game. So we lose 37-31. We give up 34 points in the second half. Offensively, we looked pretty good. Ned Hall was a monster in his first collegiate game, 17 of 23, 302 yards, 4 touchdowns. 2 to Winters, 1 to Thompson, 1 to McGrath. Matthew McMahon, not a great way to start his collegiate career, and we just melted down in the second half. They turned it over twice. We got chomped apart on the ground. They ran the ball 44 times. No sacks, no picks, and we lose week 1. So let's go ahead and sim ahead. Take a look at our defense maybe after the Buffalo game. Maybe we need to do a little bit more with recruiting. Or not with recruiting, but with depth management. So they like our odds on getting Moultrie, so that's good. So let's go back and I guess let's look at recruiting right away and see who we're out on and see who we're still in on. So we're not out on anybody yet. We're going to keep all that money in recruiting for now. We'll see if we can land any of these guys. If not, we'll back off on some of them. Let's start putting... Start interviewing some of these guys. Let's spend a lot of this time... Let's spend a lot of our resources on interviewing these guys. We have 13 outreach hours. Let's invite Yoakum. So it was Moultrie that said we weren't out on him. They like our odds on getting Moultrie. So what can we do here? Let's go all in on Moultrie. We got 2 hours left. Let's put it into... Yeah, these guys have already got a ton of offers. So we'll see what happens here relatively soon, I imagine. Yeah, we'll see what happens here pretty soon, I think. We may have to kind of bounce back and rethink a little bit what we want to do. All right, so let's go ahead and sim this game. And why did it do that? It's supposed to hide... Oh, I didn't click save because I'm a dum-dum. I am a dum-dum. And we lose again, so we give up 38 points in back-to-back games. So our defense is, I mean, we've already seen it, so we can look at the box score. Hall, 10 of 34 passing, but threw for almost 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's been really good, frankly, in 2 games. 7 touchdowns, 1 pick in his first 2 games. Running game continues to struggle. We're only throwing the ball to a couple different guys. Getting gashed on the ground. We get a sack from Lundy. Redshirt freshman. We get a pick from Wilson, Arturo Wilson. Yeah, we're not very good defensively, but I think we knew that was going to be the case. So we're going to buy here in week 3. Robert Hull, Hail Mary kind of venture. That was from last week, though. All right, let's go back in. Let's look at uncommitted and actions and see if they're... All right, so we got a couple of players who are interested in us, a couple of players that we've actually invested some time and money into. So let's let's dive in here with these guys and see what we can do. All these guys that are cool, we really should be taking a run at. So Hollingsworth, work ethic. We don't have his scouting attributes yet. Same thing with Stafford. We need to get results. I like this stuff. So we have 13 outreach hours. Berg looks really good. Let's do a home visit for Schiller. Home visit for Spencer. That gives us 3 hours left. Let's invite Hollingsworth and let's talk to him on the phone. We still have 20,000 in scouting. So these guys don't have any interest in us right now. And then we've got, okay, so there's nobody who's shown any interest in us that we haven't scouted yet, or that we haven't recruited yet, which I guess makes sense. We can't bump him up. We don't have any money left. Let's scout him, and let's scout him. All right. We're on to week 3, and we might make some defensive changes here once we get through this week, because we're going to start getting into the ACC schedule, and we're already in a hole here. Now we get UMass coming up. That should be a winnable game. All right, so Reed Green is going to Louisville. Not good. Significant competition. Not out of the running. They like our odds. Like our odds. Like our odds. I like that. Berg, Trask, and Schiller. Let's try to make sure we land the guys who are interested in us. Who had the Hail Mary ventures? We can take recruiting away and go put them elsewhere. Robert Hull. Okay. So we'll go back in here. There's Hull right there. Let's go ahead and take that away, take that away. Let's go back to linebackers, uncommitted linebackers. Find somebody who doesn't have a lot. Manuel Torres only has a couple offers. He's number 139. Number 139 player overall. Zachary Billups is another one. We'll recruit. There, offer him a scholarship. Trying to get in early with some of these guys, right? Some of these guys who don't have a lot of offers. We'll come back over here to defensive tackle. Strauss only has 2. He's a 4-star potential guy. We'll offer. I don't have any scholarships left to offer him. Let's go away from Singer and let's put it into here to Strauss. All right. So if we lose this game against UMass, things aren't looking good for us. So let's go ahead and sim it and let's watch the highlights. This is what I wanted to do all along. So UMass with the ball. And we get a sack. It's our ball now, yep. Looks like we got a big run there. It could be a 50-yard touchdown run, 45-yard touchdown run for the Eagles. Yes, sir. It's Matthew McMahon over the right side for 55 yards and a touchdown. UMass back to throw. Sack. We got the ball, and there's a touchdown at 19-14. Minute 6 left in the fourth quarter, and we get another sack. So we win, we win 21-14. All right, well, a win's a win. Cool. So we win 21-14. Hall 11 of 27, doesn't play particularly well. I mean, they really controlled the pace of play. And they ran for 168 yards. We ran for $175. Neither team passed the ball all that well. McMahon 14 for 120, including that big touchdown. Defensively, we finally had a good game. Hutchison, 16 tackles on the season, had a couple of his first 2 sacks of the year. No picks, but a win's a win. A win is a win. I will take it. And we got Notre Dame in the Holy War coming up here in week 5. Michael Stafford going to Wisconsin. Hail Mary for Strauss. Hail Mary. Not entirely out of the running. All right, so Strauss can go away. He has no interest. We will take that away. I'd like to pick up Earl Spencer. I mean, top 100 guard, improve that offensive line some. Donald Baca. We have 3 outreach hours left. 2 scholarships remaining. Where do I want to go? Uncommitted. We could use a center. Stephen Moses. Sure, he looks okay. Only has 1 scholarship offer. We can offer him a scholarship. Defensively, we're in rough shape, just from the looks of things. Manuel Torres has 9 offers. He was the Hail Mary venture, right? Yeah. So we can remove the scholarship there. Got Oscar Fuchs. Only has 1 scholarship offer. We will change that right here. We'll offer him a scholarship, and we will invite him to a game, and we'll talk to him on the phone. We can pick up a couple of top 200 top 300 linebackers. That would be awesome. Anybody else we want to scout who doesn't have a lot of offers? Yeah, let's start looking at some of these 300 level guys. Oops. All right. So our week 4. We're at home against Notre Dame. I fully anticipate that we're going to get smoked, but we will see. Let's watch the highlights. We got the ball first. Around the end. There's a tackle. I guess that's a highlight. Is this the only highlight? No. What is going on here? A touchdown for Notre Dame here in the second quarter. A touchdown for us. So it's 7-7 in the third. We get the ball back. On the right side. We have the ball with 4:54 left in the quarter. We're up 10-7. So they have the ball with 4 minutes left. Pass is picked off, and is that returned for a touchdown? I don't know what happened. Oh, no, it was returned to, like, the 2. Donald McGraw takes the handoff from Ned Hall and goes in. 2:47 left in the quarter. I don't know what to happened there. Those are bugged, and we win. So we win 17-14. Okay, here's the highlight. So it's a pass completion, and he's in for a touchdown. But we win 17-14 over Notre Dame. I'll take that win. You can count on that. Ned Hall, another rough game, 9 of 24 passing. And we didn't run the ball either. 40 carries for 99 yards. We only gained 235 yards total, and we won. Really on the back of that interception that set us up for a touchdown. Who had that pick? Hutchison. Again, he's been our best defender. Cornerback. He has 2 sacks, and a pick. All right. So that's a big win for us. Big win for us. Brings us to 2-2 before the regular season schedule gets started. And we got Florida State to kick off the ACC schedule. All right, so Curtis Anaya is going to Navy. We haven't landed anybody yet. So we've lost 3 recruits. That's fine. We need to go back and look at uncommitted running backs. I think we're going to look at the stats here in just a minute. So, guys, I'm going to take a quick break. All right, guys, we're back. It's like 2.5 days later, but I'm back. It's now Sunday afternoon. I started recording that video on Friday. It's now Sunday, and I don't even remember where we are. I think we're in week 4, and we're getting ready. Either we have just done recruiting, or we're getting ready to do recruiting for week 4. Yeah, we're getting ready to do recruiting. So we've lost a couple of targets already. I think if we look at our actions, we have some interest from some pretty interesting players. But I think, yeah, these guys that don't have any interest, I think we're good to remove the scholarship offers and use that recruiting money elsewhere. First of all, we can start dumping it in. We can start dumping. We can't put any more than 10K a week into recruiting, but what we can do is get our scouting up on all of these players, not these players, the players who have interest in us. All right, so we've got Otis Trask, B Speed, C Hands, AIQ. I kind of like him. We got Fred Francois. We got to get our scouting done on him, though. Intangibles D, but who knows? He could be one of those really, really good. You got a good speed, good hands. We will find out. Oscar Fuchs, B plus speed, B tackling. Interest is cool. We're not entirely out of the running. I think let's go all in on Fuchs and see if we can get him to buy in here with us this year. So that is the entirety of our scouting, or of our outreach hours. Yeah, some of these guys already have a lot of offers. So let's look at some of the recommended players. Yeah, they're recommending that we go after top 100 recruits, which, I mean, I guess, we may as well, right? What's the worst that can happen? We spend a little bit of money on them this week and then they tell us no. So I'm looking specifically at the ones that don't have more than a couple of offers. If they've got more than 2 offers, I'm not going to offer. Love a good tight end. That's what she said. I've already used that joke like 4 times doing this. I'm so obnoxious. Stephen Vasquez, 3 offers already. Here we go. Robert Castillo. Can only put 10K into scouting or into recruiting there. We'll offer him a scholarship though. Free safety, tackle. What did we need? We have one senior. We could use a center, defensive tackle. Linebackers are obviously huge. So let's find a linebacker that doesn't have a lot of offers. 7, 6. We definitely need to do some work on our defense. Here we go. Jeffrey Dawson. We'll recruit. Offer him a scholarship. 3-star. Carl Graham. Offer him a scholarship. We got a couple more people we can do this with. Welton Tolbert. That's a name. And then we can scout those guys next week, I think is the plan. Yeah, so we have 11 targets. We've made 6 offers. Defensive tackle is the next one we need to look at. We don't have any scholarships left. And that's fine. Let's go to defensive tackle. Anybody without a lot of offers? Arthur O'Neill. Well, we can't offer him, so let's just recruit. Russell Hampton and James Carrera. All right. So let's sim. We'll sim the game. We'll look at the highlights. I don't even know how long this video is. How long was my first half of this recording? Let me look at that. That'll tell me how long I can go here. It was 21 minutes. So yeah, I don't want to go too long because I like keeping these videos right around 35 or 40 minutes or so. So we'll go a couple of weeks and see what we can do. All right, so we are on the road at Florida State, and I'm expecting a loss, but we'll watch the highlights. They get the ball first and take it in for a touchdown. So they're up 7-3. Oh, good. They get the ball back. The next highlight is another touchdown for them, I think. Fumble, yeah, we're down 14-3 here. Hope for a big pass play. I don't have any idea what just happened, but it's our ball again. Oh, there we go. That's a big pass play. John Lawson for the touchdown. Oh, we're down by 2 in the fourth quarter. Oh, that was the last highlight. We must have lost this game by 2 points. We will see. Oh, we lose 23-20 to Florida State. So overall, not a terrible game. Oops. Offensively, Ned Hall, 22 of 38, 257, and a touchdown. The running game is awful. I don't know if that's a function of the wide receiver. Well, I mean, yeah, McMahon's averaging 3.2 yards per carry. I think that just might be a function of us not having great running backs. We got a lot of guys in the mid-80s or low 80s. Or if it's a function of the offensive line. Maybe we should try to change up how we run it. We'll take a look at that here in a second. So no sacks, no picks. We lose 23-20. Let's sim the week. Eight messages. Oh, good. Now we're taking on number 3, Clemson. Okay, at least none of these guys are Hail Mary type ventures. We have a shot, I think, at some of these guys. Let's go and look at actions again. Yeah, we got a lot of cool interest. Not a lot of super high interest. So let's first of all, let's hide some of these guys. Yes, we've got some cool interest, which I kind of like. Castillo's not interested. We can take the scholarship back here. And Carrera's got some interest, so let's... where can we pull? O'Neill, Francois isn't interested. So let's put it into Carrera. Francois, remove the scholarship offer and give it to Carrera. 13 outreach hours left. Oscar Fuchs. B tackling, B speed, Moultrie, B speed, B tackling, B hands. Kind of want to focus on the players with the least number of offers. Those are the ones I feel like we should be able to land, but I want to get scouting reports on all these players first. So I only have 11K left, so we'll put it there, and we'll put it there, I guess. Home visits for who? We need to offer Hampton a scholarship. So we've offered a scholarship to everybody that has interest in us. So we've got 3, so let's invite, I don't want to invite him to a Clemson game. We're going to get smoked. Let's do facility tours. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all we can do. And then, nope, not, yeah, to Carrera, and then we'll make a phone call there. All right, so we got 8K left in recruiting. Lane, Hall, Castillo's already got. Lashy, we have fully recruited. He's not interested in us. Castillo, let's just get a full read. We can't get a full read on Castillo, right? Let's see. What can I do? So I don't want to. I just don't want to. I don't want that recruiting money to go to waste. So let's go to recommendeds. Let's see which of our recommendeds have the fewest number of offers. And let's go here. Let's just dump this into the number 672 recruit in the nation, Eric Carlton. We'll offer him a contract, and we will sim this week. So I think this is going to be the last week we sim. My guess is we're going to get blown out, but let's watch the highlights and see what happens. Maybe we can surprise some people. No highlights available. There we go. All right, so they have the first highlight. Is a pass to their fullback is the highlight. So what's this? Is this a punt return? Punt return for a touchdown for BC, maybe? Yeah, I don't have any idea what's going on here. Okay, so this is kind of jacked up. They need to do something about this. I think we're winning. But, yeah, we're up 14-0 in the first quarter. But it's hard to tell. So they get the ball back again. And that's going to be, I don't know what that was. Anyway, it's our ball. And they get an interception. Is that a pick six? It is. All right, so now we're down 16-14. We get a sack. It's still 16-14. Another sack. It's still 16-14. Be nice if we had an offensive highlight here, guys. They're going to get a touchdown here, I think. We've had 2 highlights. We're up 17-16. We've had 2 highlights, and they've both been interceptions on the offensive side. All right, they have the ball, and they take it in for a touchdown. Again, I'm not sure what this is. Is this a kick return for a touchdown? Or is it just a big kick return? That looks like a kick return for a touchdown for Boston College. Back to pass. Wide open. Touchdown Clemson. I have no idea because it's not showing us any. That's our ball on the 2. That's a touchdown for BC. We're tied at 31 in the fourth quarter. Clemson ball. Sack. Clemson ball. Sack. Still 31-31. Ugh, come on. Why no offensive chances for us? Looks like they're going to take it in here for a touchdown. They do. We're down 38-31. We finally get the ball back. And there's another interception. Damn. Oh, wow. How'd we get the ball down here? And we go in for a touchdown. With 38 seconds left, we're down 41-38. What are we going for, 2? Is that what this is? Or is that... I don't have any idea what's going on here. We scored a touchdown, but I think the game is over. Yeah, the highlights need some work. The highlights need some work. We drop a heartbreaker to the number 3 team in the country, Clemson Tigers. We dropped to 2-4 on the season. We had a punt return for a touchdown by Nicholas McBride. We had a 108-yard interception or a kick return for a touchdown. 2 touchdown passes from Hall to Winters. Hall only 17 of 43 with a couple of picks. We had 4, 5, 6 sacks in the game. And we played well. We definitely played well against Clemson. Just could not seal the deal. We've got Louisville at home, or on the road, it looks like, actually. So we had a couple players reject our scholarship offers. James Carrera, really good potential. Russell Hampton, Hail Mary. Weldon Tolbert, amazing potential. That's good to know. Not out of the running. The scouts like our odds on getting Fuchs. And I think that's going to do it for this episode. We'll take a look at the stats real quick through 6 weeks. We're 2-4. Ned Hall's completing 45% of his passes. This was an issue with previous games, and I don't know if it's a function of something I'm doing wrong, so maybe you can let me know if you know. But he's got 76 accuracy, which isn't awful, but he is completing 45% of his passes. So it's just a lot of ink. He's only thrown 4 picks, so it's not as if he's throwing the ball to the other team. We're not running the ball at all. That's something we'll take a look at in the next episode, see if we can figure out how to run the ball a little bit better. Matthew McMahon, our big back, 94 speed. He's more of a third down back, I think. And the hands are okay, really good speed. We need more of I think an inside runner. Maybe we turn it over. I don't know. James Free is actually better all around. Maybe we need more of an inside running game. I don't know. Receiving, Jerome Thompson, freshman out of Alaska, 32 catches, 514 yards. Ed McGrath, 9 catches for 301 yards for the 5th-year senior. Wow. Joseph Winters, 22 for 206, possession guy. John Lawson, 2 catches for 97 yards for the 5th-year senior. German Furman, 7 for 52. Yeah, so not great stats anywhere, but we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there with these tough teams, so I'm hoping we get a bit of a hotter end of the season. Jeffrey Hutchison, sophomore, pick a couple of sacks. William Lundy, redshirt freshman, 4 sacks already. He looks pretty damn good. 87 overall, 89 strength, 62 tackling. He's a little bit hurt right now, but he'll be okay. Yeah, we need some linebacker help. Our linebackers are not particular. I mean, Marshawn is pretty good, but he's also hurt. He's our best linebacker. The 89 tackling I love, but he's down for a couple of weeks. So yeah, that's kind of where we are. We finished last season 7-5, so we have some work to do to get there. But I'm excited about what we can do recruiting-wise, really improving that defense. We may take a shot at the end of the season at a highly recruited running back or something like that to try to bolster the running game for next year. I think we're set at quarterback with Ned Hall. If we can get some competition for him, we will. It's down to a 79. Wow. Okay. That part of that might be how he's playing. I'm not sure. 72 intelligence. Maybe Galarraza's the better option. 88 intelligence, 78 accuracy. Doesn't have yeah, we might need a quarterback, guys. We might need a quarterback from the looks of things. Got a lot of average at quarterback. Some decent running backs. Yeah, I mean, we're not there yet, right? We're certainly not there yet. We had one recruiting class. It was pretty good, but we had just one recruiting class. So that's going to do it, guys. We'll get through the rest of the season in the next episode. Hope you're enjoying it. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to everybody soon. Take care.